We spend our lives chasing peace, through achievements, relationships, and control. We think peace will come when everything finally makes sense. But peace is not found at the end of a finish line, it's discovered in stillness. It's not something you earn, it's something you remember. When we chase peace, we are actually running away from ourselves. Because the more we search outside, the further we drift from the truth within. Peace does not require effort, it only requires awareness. It's like the sky, ever present, even when clouds cover it. You don't need to fight for peace. You simply need to stop fighting yourself. Take a breath, and remember that peace was never missing. It was just waiting for your attention. The mind loves movement. It loves to think, plan, analyze. And when it's quiet, it panics, it thinks something is wrong. But peace is not the absence of thought, it's the space between them. When you start observing your thoughts instead of becoming them, silence returns. Peace doesn't appear because life is easy, it appears when you stop resisting what is. You don't have to mute your mind, just stop believing every word it says. The more you listen, the less you react. The less you react, the more peace you uncover. Remember, peace begins when the inner dialogue ends. Peace begins when you realize you've been whole all along. You don't need fixing, you need remembering. Your soul has never been broken, it's only your perception that got clouded. Peace isn't found in what you gain, it's found in what you release. Let go of the need to be understood, to be perfect, to be right. These are walls between you and your natural calm. When you accept yourself as you are, peace has no reason to hide. The moment you stop running, you start arriving. And in that arrival, you meet your true self, silent, powerful, infinite. Once, a stone lay quietly at the bottom of a river. The water around it rushed, flowed, and sang, always moving, never resting. One day, the river asked the stone, "Don't you wish you could move like me?" The stone replied, "But I do move, slowly, deeply, and without noise." Years passed, and the river began to understand, even stillness is a kind of flow. Peace is not in movement or stillness, it's in harmony. The stone was at peace not because it did nothing, but because it was one with everything around it. Be like the stone, still, yet deeply connected to life. We say, "I'll be at peace when I have more money. I'll rest when I'm loved. I'll relax when everything's stable." But peace postponed is peace denied. Life will never align perfectly, it's not meant to. Peace is not the reward for fixing life, it's the foundation for living it. When you bring peace into chaos, the chaos transforms. You don't wait for the storm to end, you learn to breathe in the rain. Presence is the purest form of peace. When you are fully here, the mind stops searching. It doesn't need answers because now is enough. The past dissolves, the future disappears, and peace appears naturally. Every breath becomes a meditation. Every silence becomes sacred. Even doing nothing becomes meaningful. You don't find peace in the next moment, you find it in this one. So, breathe. You are already where you need to be. Peace grows wherever acceptance lives. You can't resist life and be at peace at the same time. When you accept things as they are, you stop arguing with reality. Acceptance doesn't mean liking everything, it means letting it be. The soul whispers, "It's okay." That whisper becomes peace. The greatest strength lies in surrender, not control. Peace is born from the quiet courage of letting go. A young monk once asked his teacher, "Master, how can I find peace when my mind is always restless?" The master handed him a mirror and said, "Look until you see yourself clearly." Hours later, the monk returned, exhausted. He said, "I see my face, but not peace." The master smiled, "Because you're still looking at it, not into it." The monk closed his eyes, and for the first time, saw peace reflected within. Peace is not a thing to see, it's a truth to feel. When you stop seeking peace outside, you realize, you are the mirror. Silence is not empty, it's full of guidance. Every time you sit in stillness, the noise loses its grip. You realize the universe has always been whispering. But we were too busy to listen. Peace and silence are twin energies, inseparable, eternal. When you embrace silence, you no longer seek answers, you become one. This is where peace lives, beyond sound, beyond thought, beyond time. You've been peace all along. Under the noise, the fear, the doubt, there you are. Your soul is the calm beneath every wave. You don't need to chase it, fix it, or find it. You only need to remember, you are the peace you've been searching for. And when you live from that truth, the world outside begins to reflect the calm inside. You are peace. You always have been.